Hello everybody, you join me here in the beautiful town of Grimsby today, as 10916 provides the route 1 to Europac, followed by not a van, but the route 6 to Wyberswood. 19, we'll get him when it comes, so anyways, yeah, let's see what we got next here in Grimsby. Now coming up on the interconnect service, number 3 to Morrison's, 10896, always good to see him. And number 4 to Morrison's also coming up as well, which is about 400 1092. Following him, 19198 on number 9 to Waltham, to Waltham. See who's next. Now coming up, not the Land Rover there, is the beautiful Navarro 400, 19126 on the number 6 route to Wyberswood. Nice to see him. Let's see who's next. And we're back with the 53 to Grimsby. Here he is. Didn't mean to say we're back. We didn't even leave. 276 to 4. There we go. On 53 to Grimsby. Followed by the route 9, which is the lovely Radical surname for that old stagecoach. 21269. Let's see him. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on number 3 to Cleethorpes Pier, 19206. There we go. See who's next. Now coming up on number 11 to Grimsby Town via Bradley Park, 10914. Yep, town centre. Nice to see him.
The number is 12914, isn't it?
Yeah, 914, yeah. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on the route 1 to Victor Street, it's a beautiful 19114. Yep, see who's next. Now coming up on the number 9 to Hewitt Circus, 21269. That's it. See who's next. Now coming up on number 4 to Cleethorpes Pier, 26269. There we go. Good to see. See who's next. Now coming up on the number 7 to Grimsby Town Centre. Yep, about 400 in the instant delivery. There he is. 19210. See who's next. Now making us leave, number 12 to Walton, 10914. There we go. See who's next. Now pulling up on number 7 to Hewitt Circus.
It's only moving up now.
19214. Let's get him in the leaves. Now coming in on number 3 to Morrison's. 8 400 number C. 10908. There we go. Also coming up on the route 8 to Cleethorpes Pier, 27204. That's the same both together. See who's next. Now coming up on the route 4 to Cleethorpes Pier, 19531. Good to get them two together. Watch this. Ooh. Here it comes. That's it. There we we go. Excuse the sprinter. Just doing his duties. There we go. Nice enough as always. See who's next. Now coming up on Route 3, 1912172. Number 3 to Clearforth Pier. There we go. Still sounding wonderful as always. See who's next. Now heading out on number 70 Hewitt Circus. 19210 now. Making his leave, nice to see. Nice gentle drive out there. Let's see. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on number 3 to Morrison's. There's our good Sir 19393. Always nice to see him. Yep, ex-Manchester. There we go. Let's see who's next. Now coming up, Rider Eclipse Urban on the number 10 to Waltham. 21268. Nice to still see him going well for his age. Always good to see. Doing in a lot better condition than that off first, I'll give him that. Excuse me for being honest. There's number 10 to Hewitt Circus. 21275. Well, they seem to be in good condition. Who knows what's behind closed doors. See who's next? Excuse the transit. Oh, that's beautiful. Might keep rolling because he's coming up. Coming up on the number 6 to Clearforth Pier. 27205. Excuse you there, Mr. Sprinter. Nice to see him. There he is. See who's next. Now coming out on number 10 to Hewitt Circus. 21275. I've got to see we're having a laugh at it. It's good to see plenty of friendly drivers today, which is nice as always. Do appreciate that a lot. Let's see who's next. We're now coming up on Route 4 to Morrison's. On Route 6 to Wybers Wood, respectively. 26266, about 200 MC, and 27881. That's the same. About 300. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on Route 2 to Euro Park. I'm not sure. It's 19114.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Nice to see him again. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on number 4 to Clearforth Pier. Nice to see him. Now good old 26271, about 200 MMC. That's good to see. There we go. Let's see who's next. Now coming out on the Route 6 to Clearforth Pier, 27205. Following out on the 250 to Barton, then Hull, 26265. Yeah, nice to see him, about 200 MC. And also on the Route 6 to Wybers Wood, 27881. We'll get them two in a bit. Let's see who's next. Coming up on number 3 to Clearforth Pier, 19017. Also coming up on the number 4 to Morrison's, 26268. Nice to see him. Indeed. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on the number 3 to Morrison, 10907. Yeah, 10907. Yeah. Just can't find the report there. See who's next. Now coming up on Route 6 to Wybers Wood, 27881. Just a van, just an ambulance background heading out. There Nice to see him. Everybody's just parked up, let's see who's next. Now coming up on the Route 9 to Waltham. 26264. So I don't just bypassing. Oh, sorry about that, I didn't realise how close over there. My bad. Forgot to zoom out. There's my bad skills there, bad video skills, don't do it. Don't copy, it's not good. Now coming up on number 4 to Clearfields Pier. About 200 MC. Just currently following the Volkswagen Caddy, I think that is. Here it comes. That's the same. Let's see who's next. Yeah. Now coming up on number 3 to Clearfields Pier is the lovely Enviro 200MC, just a V8 going past there. 26274, that's the same. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on number 4 to Morrison's, 26261. Sim. See who's next. Now coming up on number 2 to Victor Street. Now passing. Nice to see a friendly wait from the driver there. 10916. And there he goes. It's good to see him. Let's see who's next. Now coming up 21256. Right, Eclipse Urban. Nice to see him still going well from Sen. There he is. 21256. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on the number 12 to Grimsby. 19197. There he goes. See who's next. Now coming up Route 11 to Wilton. Beautiful and powerful 400. Nope. There we go. 19179 again. That's it. See who's next. Now coming up on the Route 8 to Clearfields Pier. 10915. And also number 3 to Morrison's. 10909. He's letting his mate out. There he goes. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on the Route 3 to Clearfields Pier. It's a lovely Enviro 400 MC. 10897. That's him. Let's see who's next. Now coming out, Enviro 400 19197 on number 11 to Waltham. What is that site pronounce it? Waltham or Watham or something like that. Number 4 to Clearfields Pier 19383. And we'll see who's next. Now coming up on the 250 to Grimsby. He's doing a lap at the minute. 26256, the new stage shots we got you, Olivia.
Steel blue.
Steel blue, yep. That's the same. So who's next? Now coming out on the Route 5 to Immingham. So obviously Immingham docks and that. There's 10878. 898, apologies. Nice to see him in interconnect livery. Enviro 400 MC. There we go. Let's see who's next. Now coming up on the number 10 to Sherwood Circus. 21271. There we go. Nice to see him. Let's see who's next. Now coming up, about 400 on the Route 4 to Morrison's. that's going to be our last bus of the day. Thank you very much for watching as always. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment for more, and we'll see you in the next one, as we'll let this MC be our last bus. We was going to let the 400, but the MC decided to move. So we'll let him be the last bus now. Number 4 to Clevefoot's Pier, 10896. As our last bus, thank you very much for watching as always. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one, which is to be confirmed. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.